What's good, guys? Trade recap from last night's New York AM session. And yeah, this was a pretty easy session, to be honest, and frustrating as well. So let's get into it. Basically, coming into the day, my draw on liquidity was this new week opening gap just here. So if we come over here on the 1 minute time frame, I'll show you the trade that I wanted to take that I didn't end up getting in. So New York opened up here. Let's mark it out, 9:30. So we instantly displaced down, and we just did not get a retracement inside here. So basically what I was waiting for price to do is sweep this low, come back up into this 1 minute gap and displace, right? So I could take a short position here and get a good entry to this gap low, but we just simply did not retrace. So I missed out on that entry there. It is what it is. And then my targets after hitting this, I will go on the hourly time frame to show this. After hitting this back at this point here was this right here, which was an hourly fair value gap on ES, and it was also London high. So that was kind of like my, V-shaped recovery and get to London high. That was my draw on liquidity. And we basically tap into this new week opening gap and we flush higher, very, very, very V-shaped like. So we'll go on the 1 minute and I'll explain where my entry was and what I took. So we tapped into this new week opening gap and we instantly get like a nice V-shaped recovery out of this gap. Now, where is my entry here? On the 5 minute, let's go on the 5 minute real quick. So I was waiting, long term was to inverse this gap, which I think we inverse this gap. Yeah, we inverse this gap on this candle here, right? So let's just mark out this candle's high and we'll go back to the 1 minute. I'm looking over here because my screen's over here because I have dual monitors. Okay, so, wait, we're over here. So. Yeah, okay. So on this candle just here, we inversed the 5 minute on this candle. And this is basically where I was like, okay, these highs here, all here is low resistance liquidity. And this is like a great take profit for me, like a draw on liquidity. So my overall draw is way higher. And yes, I could have held way higher, but I like low trades in and out. I don't like sitting in trades for very long. So right here on this candle, let's go on replay and here. So we close here and we inverse that 5 minute gap, confirming we want to go higher. We've already retraced, we should not go lower. We shouldn't go lower. And then so right here, what do we leave? We leave a 1 minute gap right here. And the next candle here retraces inside that gap, right? It inverses this gap, but there's still a little gap here. So this is like, to me, it's not bearish. It's not breaking structure to the downside or anything like that. So I'm waiting for a displacement candle out of here. And I think on this candle, we get it. And that's where I take my long position, stops at the low, and I take profit at these highs. Somewhere here. I don't know if it was this high. I think it was this high or this high. I think it was these highs here. And we chop around and then we fully take the high, bang. So that was my trade. So my overall draw on liquidity, if we go back on the 5 minutes, if we look up in the higher time frames, was London high. So all the way up here. So we had our overall draw, but our trade was only to these highs. So yes, I could have held to these highs, but this is not how I trade. I don't hang on to trades for very long. I just go in and out with large amount of contracts, and that is it. So I'll show you the proof like always. So that is proof. Yeah, so I took the high. Yeah, I took profit around these highs here. So yeah, that's the proof across 3 accounts. Very quick and easy trade. I could have held all the way to the top, I believe. Let's see if I would have got break evened. So we come down and then we rally to the high. So that would have been in and out at 11 o'clock. And yeah, so about an hour. So I was only in my trade for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So 5 minutes an hour. It's a big difference for me, especially when it was 2 a.m. when I went to bed and I've got stuff to do. I kind of want to be in and out of a trade. But it's something to journal down and note from this trade. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And that's how I made a little bit over 4,500 Australian.